Concept of array. Why should we use array? Now let us look at this program. I'm sure that most of you already know how to write a simple program to store a value in variable. Usually, when you want to store three different values, you have to declare three different variable names. For example, this program wants to store three different item price from three different items. And as you can see from this program, the data type has been used are all the same, which is a float. And all the input refer to the item price. We can see it as a collection of item price. If we use array, we can put only one variable name called item price. And it is for this array, it is capable to store multiple elements in the same variable name so that you do not have to declare three different variable names. In normal way of writing the program, when we want to store three different values, we have to declare or use three different variables. How we want to avoid using many variable names to store different value. Let us look at this program to store three different value of items. So in a normal way, we have to declare three different variable name, which is float item 1, we have item 2, and also item 3 here. What will happen if you want to store 100 items in a program? Do you prefer to declare 100 different names for variable items? I'm sure it is not the best way to solve this issue. So the best way to solve this, we can use the array. In array structure, it allows us to keep data by using the same variable name. This is the it is allow us to keep by using same variable name and allow to store multiple data value with the same data type. This is the benefit of the array. What is array class? Arrays are data structures consisting of related data items of same type. An array is a sequence collection of elements or related data item of the same name and the same type. Let us visualize array as follows. This is an example of array that consists of 10 elements. It is a large chunk of memory divided into small blocks of memory, and each of the blocks here is capable to store a data value of same data type, which is it has been arranged in a sequential manner. From this example A, as you can see here, we have 10 elements, 7, 8, 9, and 10 elements. Each of the value has been placed inside each block. Okay, from here you can see the type of the value here is a whole number. So the data type has been used is int or integer. For example B, we have the array size that consists also 10 elements. In each of this block, okay, it store a single letter. So we can see here it is using the same data type, which is char. You can also store array element using numeral such as integer, floating numbers or double. Or you can also use character. Character is not limited to the alphabet, but also symbol. Each of the block will store single value. Array also known as a static entity. What does it mean by static here? Once you define the size of the array at the beginning of the program, the size cannot be changed and it remains same throughout the program execution. It is the type of array whose size cannot be altered. For example, we have the array name C. The size of the array is 5. We create an array size 5 with size 5 elements only. Okay, you cannot add the 6th element. Okay, because we have set it as the size as 5 and it is fixed. How you want to specify the location of the element in the array? We can specify it by the name of the array and the position number, or sometimes we call it as a subscript of the particular element in the array. For example, we will put the array name and also the position number or the subscript. The subscript or the index, sometimes we call it as an index, for the array, it will start with value 0. For example, let me illustrate you. Let's say we have the array name as an item price. The size of the array is 3. Okay, this is the array size. Here we have 3. For the first element of the item price, I refer to the position number, or the index is, or the subscript is 0. For the second element, item price of the array is referred to the subscript is 1. For the third element of the item price of the array is referred to the item price of subscript 2. This will be the first element. This will be the second element. This will be the third element. I see the array name is item price. And I will put like this, item price with subscript 0. The position number is 0 is referring to the first element. Item price with a square bracket here, and the subscript is 1 is referred to the second element. Item price, square bracket, the position is 2 here. Okay, it refers to the third element. Now let us look at this example class. We have, we want to store actually the score for 9 students, for example. So we have 9 elements altogether. So we have 9 score that we need to store inside the array. From here, as you can see, this one will be being illustrated like this. This is the first element. As you can see here, the first element store the value 20. Actually, is referred to the array element 0. and the position is, you have to write the array name, and the position number is, you have to put a square bracket, and the value here is 0, first element, okay, is 20. You have to remember, for the subscript, the value must be integer or integer expression. You have to remember, class, since we have a 9 score need to be stored inside the array, so it required 9 elements, right? So the subscript of the array will start at 0, and the last subscript position is 8. Okay, when you count, since we start at 0, we will finish at 8. The number of element is 9. Okay. Now let us look at the difference between the fourth element and also array element 4. These two statements will give a different value. Fourth element is referring to the value is 62. The position of the fourth element is inside the array subscript 3, which is the array element 3 here. If the question asks you, what is the value of the array element 4? The array element 4 is referring to the position of the array subscript 4, and the value is 87. Actually, it's referring to the fifth element. Before this, I have mentioned the subscript must be integer or integer expression. How does the integer expression looks like? For example, I have score here, score. Okay, then let's say the subscript is like this, integer expression.